Hello guys, from this video I'm starting a new video series on WPF application using C Sharp. So first question comes into mind is, till now we have been seeing, or I have been showing you how to make Windows form application using C Sharp, and why do we need WPF application using C Sharp. So Windows form application, when we see like this, and when I run it, it takes the styling and the appearance of the Windows version you are running. For example, I'm running Windows 7, so it takes the look and feel of Windows 7 window. But some application requires designing their own design, right? So for achieving that goal, we use Windows form application. Of course, there are all other application of all other advantage of using Windows form application, and as well as advantage of using WPF application. So if you want to learn more about what is the difference between Windows form application and uh, WPF, then you can always Google it, and I come across the first link which is from Microsoft, and somebody answered the question WPF versus Windows form application. And when I click it, you can see the nice explanation he has given, what is the difference between, or what is the why they are used. But this answer is I mean was given in 2007. So till now Windows form application and WPF also have been evolved a lot. So you can always go and read this difference between them and decide what suits your application. So now, too much talking, and now we are going to make our first program. So go to File, New, Project, and go to Visual C Sharp, and we will choose WPF application, and I will call my application as WPF app 1, and I will click OK. And one thing you will notice is it's the design or the appearance of this form is not as the form which we have generated in Windows form, right? So it's a little bit different. I will just make it little bit bigger so you can see. So it generates this form in which we can design our application view, and it also generate this XAML file in which we can write the code for designing this form. So let's see how this changes when you design something. So what I will do is, first of all, I will make it a little bit smaller so you can see here. And here is also one good feature: you can always make it bigger by sliding this slider. Okay, so now I will take a button from here, and now for example I want to change the properties. So what can I do is, I will just click this button and go to the properties right here, or I can change it from here also. So when I drag and drop a button in the grid tag, it has generated this code automatically. So the content or the caption of this button is button, and it has horizontal alignment and margin, and all the properties are generated in this XAML file, right? So you can change it from here also, and you can go to the properties and change it from here also. So let's try and change first the content is the caption. So for example, test I write as a content, and here it changes here. Now for example, I want to change the name. I can go here in the button code. This code is for the button, and I can change the name. So I can give the name as BTN1 for example, and see here when I change the width also, width and height also changes here. So whatever you change here, it will be affected here, and whatever change you make here, it will be affected here. So both are changed if you make changes in one file or one perspective. So now we want to do something with this test button, so I will double click it. You can always go to the event and come here from going to the event. I will show you that also. So I double click the button, and for example I want to show the message, so I will write message. It's just like using the Windows form application. There also we write message box dot show, and here is the first app for example, and test, first app test. Okay, so I will make it bigger so you can see it. So I have written this code. Now I can just hit this green button, start debugging, and it opens this form. So you can see the appearance is totally white, and when I click this button it shows me the message box right here. So this was the first application you generated from your WPF application. You can always change this properties of this button or this form by going to the properties or from here also. So just click it, and for example I want to change, you can change the layout from here, you can change the visibility from here, and brush from here. So for now I want to change the foreground and background. For example, background black is okay for me, and foreground black is okay for me, and background for example I want to change it a little green. Okay, so it changes this color, and when I run this now it looks green. So you can select and see all the properties from here, how they changes. You can always play with these properties and see what changes occurs here. So this was the first video on WPF application. In the future I will also make some other videos, and probably I'm going to make a simple project. So if with each video we will develop a project, and you will be able to learn more. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.